seated position. Now when I'm at the studio, I haven't figured out how to access music yet. It's still a work in progress. So if you have slow, comfortable music or calming music, put that on. We're going to start with a faded tone. So just let yourself find your sits bones, balance, crown of the head to the sky, and listening for when the tone fades. And then we'll start with some deep breaths. So on the first bell, nice deep breath in. Exhaling. And deep breath in. Good, it's springtime, so maybe breathing in hope. Exhaling, letting go. Oh, that which no longer serves you. Maybe two more. Nicely done. Okay, let's start with deep breaths in. Inhale, lengthen, stretch, and reach. Arms come over the head, bring the palms together. Make a wish, maybe, like something like, peace for the world. The exhale, pull it into your heart. Let's do a few more deep breaths in. Stretch and reach, lengthen through the side body, get palms come together. And exhale down. Two more. Inhale, lengthen, stretch, and reach. Through that side body, think about something you wish and pull it into your heart. Last time, inhale, lengthen. Oh, feel that side stretch, feels good. Draw the tummy long, hands come in at heart center. And then over to the right. Oh, this feels so good. Side stretch, I love side stretch. All the way up and teeter over to the left. Very nice, let's do that one more time. Let's add on here. We're going to pull the right shoulder forward, pull the left hand back, open the chest. Oh, this feels good. Palm to the ceiling. Maybe you notice a little stretch in that left hip. Exhale up and switch sides. So we're popping the shoulder forward and pulling the upper arm back. Eyes can be closed if that feels good right now. Just got a little back crack doing that. Okay. All the way up. Good. Exhale, hands come down. We're going to start in staff position or legs out front. And hands by the hips. Push down, open the chest, pull the toes back. Oh, it feels so good, doesn't it? Oh, just kind of really lengthening your calf and your ankle and really tightening your arms here too. Soften the legs, stretch up nice and tall, gently fall forward. Don't worry about how far down you go. You're just trying to get a little tiny stretch in that low back. You're not trying to go too far, you're just noticing here. And then bringing that up, taking the right foot, pop it over the left leg if you can, or it can stay in, not popped over. Oh my goodness. And then twisting to the right. Inhale, lengthen the spine, exhale, just, oh, that feels good. It's gonna be a beautiful day. And let's repeat on the other side. So we're just gonna bring the left leg either in or across. And use that back hand to support you and go taller. Maybe a couple of breaths here. I love it. Good job. We're going to cross the feet and come onto our hands and knees. We'll start with old saggy back cow. Mad pants. Good. Just let go of any expectations and just be with your body. Just noticing how it feels to move through these poses. Inhaling with your cow. Exhaling with your cat. Oh, it feels so good. Let's Let's push into our first plank position. And we're pushing the shoulders away from the ears, pulling the heels back if you can. Noticing when you do that, when you purposely pull your heels back down toward the floor, you can feel a little more stretch in the ankle. And then we're gonna lower the knees. We crocodile down until we are on our tummy, head down, hands back, palms up, inhale, exhale. Locust level, whatever level you want. I'm gonna start with 1, so it's just the head and the chest for level 1. Exhale down. And then wiggle your hips side to side, soften up your low back. Bring the legs back together, squeeze your booties, point your toes, get ready, prepare. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, head, chest, level 2 brings up the arms. If you want that, or you can say level 1. Squeeze and notice. Exhale down. Rock those hips again, loosen up. We got one more in locust. I'm going to level 3 this time. Inhale. Exhale. Head, chest, arms, and legs. Squeeze and notice you're balancing on your bones. Try to push the legs together. If they don't want to go together, that's okay too. Maybe come up with a little bit more of the chest. Exhale down. And you get to push back into your first child's pose. Feet together, knees apart, and it's kind of saying, oh, giving yourself a break here, a rest. And a couple breaths here. So whenever you feel tired in this practice, you can always come to your child's pose. We're gonna be on our knees and bring our left foot forward. And push your hips forward. So I gotta get rid of this mop over here for a second. Now, if you want to, you can straighten up and lift up. So when you do that, you really can feel the lift in the side body and kind of your tummy kind of straightens out. And the more squeeze you have, holding that or sink into it. This is a little bit more of a hip stretch, and then I like to arch back. That feels good. So there's lots of different ways to do this. Feel what feels good to you today. Bringing your hands down and then pushing yourself back into a half split. Toes are flexed. It doesn't matter how low or high you are. You're just wanting to feel that stretch in the back of the knee and the ankle. Coming through, we're going to pop the back heel off. So you're in a low lunge. Just pulsing this here for a second. We're going to repeat that whole sequence, starting with 3 locust poses. You can go level 1, 2, 3. You can say it whatever level you want. Or this time I'm going to do all locust at level 3. Coming into a plank first. Breathe. Now you can crocodile this down, knees, chest, and then put your tummy down. Or you can lower all the way down until your whole body is on the floor. Hands go behind you. Inhale. Exhale, coming up, I'm going to level 3 because I already warmed up. Breathe and notice. Opening the heart center. Exhale down. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, coming up. Open the heart. Push the hands back. Very nice. Good job. I got Karen with me today. She's awesome. Exhale down. And inhale. Exhale one more time. Breathe. Oh, squeeze the booty. Try to go even deeper. Try to get the chest up even more. Straighten the legs even more if you can. Exhale down. Bring it back and rest for about 3 breaths in child's pose. Just be thankful. So my girlfriend has a brand new baby goat, a couple days old, and her other goat is pregnant. And we might be doing some goat yoga out in the back when it gets a little warmer. So come back up on those knees. So aren't you so excited? They're so cute. Right leg forward. And then, so we can start lifted. I'm not sinking forward on this one. I'm just reaching up to the sky and I'm noticing I'm kind of almost coming out of my hips and up. Feels good. Or if you want to sink, that's a little bit deeper of a hip stretch. And you can stay here or you can arch it back. All of it feels good to me. Swinging the arms back and around. Straightening the leg, flexing the foot for your calves. that. Coming back through, and you are in your low lunge. So that back leg comes off the floor, and you're on your toes. Nicely done. Plank. Good. Okay, let's do our first downward facing dog. So I like to keep my legs together most of the time in down dog, but you can have your feet apart. But it doesn't matter. Pushing back into the hips. Pushing the shoulders back. Lengthening the legs as best you can. Just notice. Oh, yes, good. Coming back down on those knees one more time. We're going to pick up a little bit of a lower flow here before you start salutations. So we're going to come back to that Anjanasana or low lunge. Exhale, hands come down, come into runner's lunge. Okay, so I've got my left foot forward, right hand on the floor. We're going to turn to the left. So you're in your revolved angle here. That's good. Hands come down and go to plank. Super strong plank. Breathe. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Breathe. Coming down, knees down again. Other foot forward. So whichever version of this Anjanasana you like best, go to that for a second. Hands come down. You're in your low lunge. And then you're going to revolve that angle. Oh, yes. Please, let's just stay here a few more breaths. I love this pose. One of my all-time favorites. Exhale, hands come down. Plank. Let's do another down dog. And then let's do some crocodiles into cobras just a few times. So from here, we're going to bend the knees down. We're going to chest down, hang yourself just for a second, slither yourself through, and come into whatever version of cobra. I went right to full cobra because my neck is pretty warm from everything else. But you can be in a smaller cobra. Tuck your toes under. Down, down. Let's move that faster. 2 more times. So we're going to crocodile down, knees, chest, slither through, cobra. Good. Tuck your toes under. Down, down. 1 more time. Knees. Chest, slither, cobra, tuck your toes under, down, up. Before we do sun sails, bring yourself into a plank. From here, drop your hips without touching your thighs. If you can, and here is your up dog. So a little bit deeper back bend and then the cobra. And when we do our sun sails, you can choose what feels best for you. Tuck your toes under last time, down dog. Maybe pedal your feet or walk your dog. Woo. That's nice. Walk your feet in. Come to a forward fold and just take about 3 breaths here. Just kind of hang out. I'm kind of ragdolling here. I'm not working real hard. Just kind of hanging. Oh, and then slowly roll up. 1 vertebrae at a time. Uncoiling that potential. Good job. Shoulders back. Nicely done. All right, here we go. You ready? And now stretch and reach, lengthen. Exhale, draw the line down the body. And forward fold. Half lift to lengthen. Forward fold to go deeper. Step back with the right foot into that runner's lunge. Ooh, pulse it here if you want to. Step back with your left foot into that plank. Okay, we've done a bunch of crocodiles, so I'm going to go ahead and get right started for the chaturanga, but you can go ahead and do crocodile if you want. So we're lowering, and then when you're ready, you move into that back bend, whether it's cobra or it's up dog. Oh, feels good. Tuck your toes under, down dog. Lift it. Let's crouch down. Bend the knees. Push them straight. Now, in crouch, the shoulders stay back behind the hands. So it's a little different. We'll do beast later. Beast has a little different mentality to it. When you're ready, push the legs straight. 2 breaths. Walk your feet to your hands. And again, you're in a forward fold. You can be working harder by purposely using your exhale to pull yourself closer to your thighs. Or you can just kind of hang out here, relax your shoulders. So feel what feels good. Slightly bending the knees, roll up slow. Uncoiling your potential. Yay! Shoulders back a few times. We gotta do the other side. Inhale, stretch and reach. Exhale, I think we drew the line down the body. Sometimes that's what I do. And forward fold. Oh, that's good. Half lift, lengthen. Forward fold, just purposely try to go a little deeper. Step back to that left foot. You are in your runner's lunge. Good job. Pulse it here if that feels good. Step back again. You're in your plank. Lower flow, whatever that is for you. And if you're trying to work on your strength, you can hold that chaturanga a little longer if you're working on that before you roll up into your up dog or your cobra. Tuck your toes under, down dog, and lengthen. Okay, crouch again a few times. And then as you straighten your legs, you're really pushing those hips back as far as I go. 2 breaths with straight legs in your down dog. And when you're ready, walk head in. Okay, hang out here a second. When we come up, we're going to sweep right into a chair. So on your next exhale, bend the knees, sweep into chair, push the booty back, try to open the chest. A lot going on, I know. Weight should be in the heels and not in the toes. So if you can pick up your toes and wiggle them a little bit, you're probably in the right position for this. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift to lengthen. Let me know if you get too hot, Karen, because the heat is cranking. Forward fold. Step back, right leg. Let's go right into that revolved angle. Oh, that feels so good. So you're turned toward that front bending. Hand comes down. Plank. Super strong and plank. Lower flow, whatever that means to you. Meet you in your back bend. Tuck your toes on your down dog. Woo! Walk it in. You're in your forward fold. 2 breaths. On your second exhale, bend the knees, sweep the chair, hold. Woo! Sweating. Do you want me to turn off the heat? Okay. Exhale, forward fold on your next turn. Half lift to lengthen. Forward fold a little deeper. Step back with your left foot. I'm confused. Okay. Right hand, left hand stays down, turn toward your right knee. Revolve angle. Oh. Try to push that back leg straight. I moan because it feels so good. Hand comes down. Plank. Get super strong. And when you're ready, do your lower flow. I'll meet you all in your back bend. Opening that chest. Tuck your toes under down dog. Woo. Hold your down dog and breathe while I turn off the heat that's cranking on us. It's really cranking. It's so long over there. Okay. This way. Now, tuck your feet down now. And we'll move on. All right. Let's walk that in. 2 breaths and forward fold. Slowly roll up. Woo! Okay, we're going to start this next round from tree. So, right foot opens to the side, and then place it wherever it will stay. I'm going to try to get mine up here. Okay, depends on the pants I'm wearing. I have to try. Hands can be wherever you want. Breathe. Okay, as we step back, we're going to go into a warrior 1. So, stepping back with a gesture leg. Warrior 1. We're still not down the sun cells. We're just adding a little funk to it. Good. Hands come down. Leg goes back. You're in a plank. All right, here we go. Lower flow. Woo! Tuck your toes under, down, up. Lengthen. Take that right leg high in the air. And then bring it forward so that you're in a low lunge. As we stand up, we're going to try to take the back leg and come right up into a tree as best you can. Good. Now we got to repeat that on the other side. Breathe. Let's just settle here a second. Easter trees are all filled with those eggs. That's beautiful to see. Stepping back. We got our warrior 1. I'm sweating. Oh no. And then the hands come down. We step back into the plank. Last chaturanga. You know, I'm so sad. You know, I would do chaturanga as a whole class if I didn't feel like people would stone me to death. Tuck your toes under, down, lengthen. Woo! Good. Bring the knees down. Resting child. Just notice. Oh, good job. Okay, coming back up onto your knees and sitting on your heels if that's comfortable for you. And hopefully we'll move through this quickly. If you're really uncomfortable, you're not going to be in here too long. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of come up off of our heels and stretch up. And it's kind of like we're preparing for camel. One arm goes back, but just one arm, and push the tummy forward and drop the head back. Breathe. It's a nice side stretch on the right. Well, I got my, or on the left rather. Come all the way up. Let's try that again. I'm putting my hand on the floor, but they can be on the foot if you want. And then popping the other forward. Oh my gosh, this feels good. Exhale up. Coming down to child's just briefly. Okay, we're going to kind of add some twirly-whirly with this. So, we're going to come back up, and we're going to sweep around, starting at the right, coming to the left, placing the hand, and popping open. That feels good. Now we're going to do the other one. So we're going to come around, down, slow sweeping. Hand goes down on the foot or on the floor, popping up into that arch. Let's do a couple more times, and it feels so good. Sweep around. And pop it up. It's kind of beautiful, right? Squeeze that booty there. One more on the other side, sweep around. Woo! I am sweating. And up. Good job. And then we're going to push ourselves into downward facing dog. Woo! Walk that in. And roll it up slow. Nicely done, people. Okay, without the cha-cha, we're going to start in the tree again. And we'll do a vinyasa flow. So we got tree. Whoa, sometimes there's a little wind in my tree. Wiggly, wiggly. Hands can be, wherever you want. So put them where you feel comfortable today, where you feel confident. And when you're ready, stepping back with a gesture leg, warrior one. Good job. Make sure you can see your front toe. Deep, victorious warrior, you are strong and brave and proud. Awesome job. Hands come in. Warrior two. Open. We're going to cartwheel back down into that revolve angle. So this is like our third attempt at revolve angle. We're going to drop the knee and bring the front foot behind us. And then we're in a gate, but we're going to lift the leg if we can and extend out. Woo. Good. Now bring the arm behind and see if you can grab that foot. Opening the chest. If you can't grab it, it's okay. You can still reach back, opening the chest. Oh, squeeze the booty, push it back even more. That's good. Okay, from here, you're in a plank. Good job. Down dog. Down dog is very transitional. You can walk your feet forward, or you can soften your joints, bend your elbows and your knees softly and float forward. And land in forward fold. Let's grab our ankles, pull our elbows out laterally, left and right side of the body, and try to go deeper. Just breathe. Woo. Nicely done. Roll it up slow. We got to repeat that whole thing. Oh my goodness. Karen might have to help me remember what the heck I even did. I know I started in tree. Opening it. Don't let me forget. I think I got it. Sometimes if I put more than 4 moves in, I just blank. I start blanking after. So again, your hands. Practice what feels good and move them in the moment, what feels good to you. We're going to step back. Gesture leg becomes the back leg. Warrior one. Strong, proud, brave, deep lunge like you're holding up your victory sign. Hands come in. Open warrior two. Give yourself a second to set your goals, your intentions for your day, for your week. And we're going to cartwheel around and end up in revolve angle. Oh my goodness, this is good. Try to straighten that back leg. Lowering the back knee, bringing front foot back, and then reach out for a second. Just get a long stretch here. And when you're ready, lift the leg Oh, yeah. Exhale, come back through. You're in plank. Woo! Down, up. And then you're going to soften the joints if you want to, or just walk it forward and you can flow forward. Good. One more time, hands come behind the ankles if you can reach there, or behind the calves, or if it doesn't matter. But you're purposely trying to bend the elbows and flip them out to the sides and go a little deeper, closer to your legs. Woo. Nicely done. Soften the knees and roll up. Woo, good job. Okay, moving on again. Stepping back with the right leg, warrior one. We're gonna add on. Breathe, stretch up nice and tall. Both legs are straight, hinge at the hips, pyramid. Oh. Come into that low lunge so that hip kind of turns a little back forward and your front knee is back. Pick up the leg and kick it back into three-legged dog. Hold it here. Bend the knee and then pull the heel toward your right buttocks and open up the hip. You're looking under your left underarm, straight the leg if you want to, and then bend a couple times, and bend, straighten, and bend. Hold it in the bend position, and you're going to take a step and put that foot on the outside of your left hand. So it's I call it a spider lunge. Runner's lunge is in between the hands. This is a wider hip. Okay, we're going to move into our goddess. So this other leg is going to come by the hand, and your hips are as low as they can be. Whoa! Sometimes people have their heels off the floor. That is fine. Sometimes people have their heel on the floor. Fine. If you want to try to get deeper with your hip here, then push your elbows into your knees and push your knees that way. And at the same time, push your knees back in together, and you can really start to feel it in the inner thigh. Woo! Some work happening. Yeah, I feel some work happening. Okay, soften that up and come all the way up, and this is your star. Oh, it gives you a break. Heel toe it together. Good. Stand and pose of stillness, hands at heart center, just 3 breaths. And noticing the transformation in your body as you started this practice. Preparing, you got this. Inhale, exhale, step back. Other leg, we got warrior one. Nice deep stretch, victorious warrior. Feel your power. Connect and think about how these poses make you feel. Stretch up nice and tall. Hinge forward into that low pyramid. Breathe. Oh. We're going to come down into that runner's lunge. So we've got, I like to pulse my hips here. And then we're going to pick up the foot and kick it back. 3-legged dog. Bend the knee and pull the heel of that foot toward the other butt cheek and look underneath your arm. Just open it, lengthen the leg, and close it. Lengthen it, and close it. Lengthen it one more time. Close, keep it bent, but readjust your hips so that you can step on the outside of your right hand. Spider lunge. Inhale to prepare. We have that garland pose again. Did I call it garland last time, or did I call it something wrong? Sometimes I do that. But anyway, here we are. Just take a couple breaths. If you need a break, take one. Come out of it early. We're going to end in star, so you can always do that. You can always stand in mountain. Breathe. A couple more breaths. This is really feeling good to me. When you're ready, soften up and extend up into the star position. And really, even though this is like a quote-unquote easy pose, feel like you can lengthen from your low core all the way up and out your heart. So really trying to gain length in the tummy and in the low back. And then we're always trying to grow 2 inches in yoga. Exhale, pose of stillness, samastihi, 3 breaths. Good, we're gonna add on, we got a few more flows, and then we'll go to the floor, stepping back right, but this time we're going right into reverse warrior. So when we step back, We got the left hand coming up and we're backwards. Good. Reverse warrior. Oh, here it is. Moving into warrior two. Woo. All right, let's move through this. If you flip the palms up, we're going to come out of the leg just a little bit and then sink it down even more. And sink it down. Pretend your arms are going through something heavy on the way up and on the way down. So you're creating your own resistance. Maybe one more here. Up. Sink it low, hold, and focus. From here, we're going to go to side stretch. So you've got levels. Level one is the forearm comes out of the thigh, and you're just reaching forward. Level two, the hand can go to the sky, and the other arm can come down to the floor instead of being on the thigh. And level three is reaching again forward. Breathe. This feels good. Exhale, we're going to scoot back into how we started in that reverse warrior. Good. Back to warrior two. Let's repeat that whole thing again. Why not? Up and sink. We'll do three this time, five the first time, three the second time. Don't let me forget. And then sink, and then we're going right into that side stretch, which upper side stretch you choose. Breathe. Woo. Nicely done. Come back into the runner's lunge. All right, this time we're going to glide forward and work on our half moon. So when you glide forward, our hands come forward and the back leg comes up. You can stay right here in that 3-point balance. Or, since the right foot is off the floor, the right hand is going to come up. You try to, whoa, I'm wiggling. Woo! It's a balance pose, so you might wiggle. There it goes. Okay, half moon. Breathe. This is good. Hand comes down, step together, roll it up slow. Good job. We gotta do the other side. Stepping back, we got reverse warrior. Oh, stress is coming out. Be reflective. But not so much you get stuck in the past. Just so much we learn from it, right? Warrior two. Here we go. We got five. We're gonna flip up, palms up, create resistance up, and now work the shoulders, work the chest, and the leg up. Let's load it down. Woo, a little kind of dancing move here. We got two more on the first side. And one more time, you got this. Okay, we got side stretch. Level one is hand, or rather, forearm on the thigh. Reach up if you want to. Feel the difference, how that opens the chest. Then slide the hand down if you want to. Bring the hand forward if you want to. Lots of different positions here for you to choose from. So side angle, good. Flip back up to warrior two. We got three. It's up. And down. Woo. It's up. And down. It's one more time. Up. And as you come down, you're moving back into that side stretch. For a few breaths. Turning your body, rotating so you're back into that runner's lunge, and then gliding forward, 3-point balance. This time, the left side comes up if you can, if you want to. Half moon. I haven't done a half moon in a long time, it feels like. Sometimes when you're out of practice, it's harder. Oh, right. Don't worry about it, it's okay. Head comes down, feet come down, slowly roll up. Almost time to go to the floor. Let's do one more round of flows up. Okay, so we're going to start in King Dancer. I'm going to grab my right foot, pull it toward my high knee, just my left arm up. Now you can stay right here in this fitness thigh stretch. I'm just going to turn a little bit so you can see a little better. Or you can hinge at the hip without dropping the chest and pull the leg back. Good job. From here, we're going to go ahead into that 3-point balance. We're going to do something different this time, though. Take the leg that's up in the air, bring it down behind the other leg, and come into a tiny little ball. Tiny little ball. Stay with the balls of your feet up, and try to come up on into the wall of the outer toes and stretch to the side. Woo! Good. Lower down. Let's try the other side. Okay, so we got Fitness thigh stretch, stay right here if you want to. Or hinging forward when you're ready, keep dancing. Breathe. This is such a beautiful and strong pose. Bringing the hands down, I felt. Try not to like hurt something about. And then you're gonna bring the back leg behind the other leg. You're coming on your toes into a little ball. And you're trying to come up on your toes and pushing yourself into like a little C. Side stretch. Nicely done. Good job. Okay. It's time to start to bring it down. So we're going to come on our booty and work our, of course we have to work our boat pose because that would be super sad if we don't. Boat pose level 1. Squeezing right here. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Level 2. Level 3. Level 4. Okay. 3. Let's try for 15 seconds. Woo. About 10 more seconds. You got this. So guys, have we ever held it for 2 minutes before? I don't know if we've ever held it that long. When you're ready, lower the legs down. Stretch up nice and tall. Forward fold. Seated forward fold. And notice if you got any deeper than at the beginning of the class. It's okay if you didn't. Just noticing. Breathe. We're going to roll all the way down onto our back. Legs come up. This is your legs up the wall if you had a wall. You know, probably. And then when you're ready, if you want to, on 3, put the hips up so that you're in shoulder stand. 1, 2, 3. Pop them up. We'll try and get your legs to the ceiling. Sit down, squeeze, abdomen super tight, hips tight, abs tight. Breathe. All right, bend the knees. Bring them close to the forehead. If that's uncomfortable, push your hips, like bring your knees a little bit away again, because that will lessen the tension on your neck. But if you can, bring your knees right to your forehead almost. If you can touch them, touch them. I can't quite touch. I want you to keep your knees bent here for a second, so you can round up and roll back into your boat. Yes, with control. Woo! Good job. We're going for 30 seconds this time. We're going to get strong. We only have 20 more seconds. That's not bad. That's not bad. Remember, you can always come down early if you need to. We're going to end up in a forward fold in a second, about 9 more seconds. So if you need to go there early, that's okay. Woo! I'm shaking. We got 3, 2, 1. Lower with control if we can. Stretch up. Forward fold. Oh. Okay, we're going to add on a little bit to this. Roll back with control. Legs in the air. Prepare. Inhale. Exhale. What's it called? Okay. Now, if you liked the knees on the forehead, you can stay there. But if you want to go deeper, you're going to hinge at the hips and try to drop with straight legs, your toes behind you. This is your plow pose. And they don't have to touch the floor. So if you're trying to plow and your legs are away from the floor, that's okay. Notice the sensations in your neck and in your shoulders, where the body is hitting the floor and supporting you. Breathe. Bend the knees. We'll do one more time. Rock yourself to boat. Guess what? 45 seconds. We can do it. We've done it longer. You can always rest if you need to. There's no shame in progression, right? Just work where you're at. Don't worry about it. 15 seconds is already gone. We would have been done if this was the first round. You can do it. 3. We are on the love boat. Love to ourselves. We got 15 more seconds. Don't give up on me. Tell yourself, I think I can. Whoa, say woo. I get carried away. We got 6 more seconds. That's all we got. 3, 2, 1. Oh, my legs are shaking. Stretch up nice and tall. Forward fold. This will be the last round of this particular part. Roll it back. And one swoop, see if you can get to shoulder skin. I can't even think of the name. You can stay here. You can bend your knees here for it. Or you go back one last time and you breathe. Notice. Good job. Come back into that supported shoulder stand just for a second. Bend the knees, let them fall open so the knees are open and come up. And so now we're gonna come right into a butterfly. Ooh, that was good. I like that. Okay, in butterfly, we can push our knees down purposely as far as our will. We can keep a nice tall chest, or we can hinge forward at this. We're gonna try to do a flat back, or you can round down, trying to bring your nose to your toes, that right? Okay. So feel that. I usually stay nice and tall. Because of the other parts, I'm just not that good at it. Okay, let's try flower pose because it's spring. We're just gonna scoop underneath our ankles, and then you're just balancing here. It's really just a seated balance pose. Kind of fun. And what I'm doing is because my toe is kind of cramped up, I'm just wiggling my toe every back to wiggle my toes a second. Awesome job. Crossing your feet and pushing back into all fours. Okay. So we never did really camel. We did some kind of preparatory work for camel in the beginning when we were smoothing. That was so pretty. But now let's try the camel and then we'll work on pigeons. So to prepare for camel, you can touch one foot and then the other foot, or if you don't want to go that deep, you can kind of push your tummy forward and push one hand on your back pocket and then switch. And when you're ready, one hand stays down or it stays on the back pocket and the other hand comes around and you push your tummy forward, head back. Feel like you're opening your throat here. You're really like giving a sense of, if I could say anything that I wanted, I would have that freedom. And pretty much you can, right? Squeeze the booty open. Coming all the way up. To counter that, we need to do another child's pose. Reaching forward. Oh, okay, so we're getting ready for our pigeons. We're going to start in a plank. Get super strong in plank. Come into your downward facing dog. Right leg high. It doesn't matter on both sides. And then coming across and situating yourself so wherever you feel comfortable, and then lowering down as deep as you can go. If it's really super uncomfortable, put the head on the floor. You can stack your fists. If you have a block, you can put your head in the block. You can reach your hands back or forward. Imagine that it's each exhale, you're opening up that hip a little bit deeper. When you're ready, you're going to bring the chest up, pull the shoulders back. Now, I haven't done this one in a long time, so, it might be an epic fail, but that's okay. We don't not do things just because they might be hard. We do things, and then if they don't turn out well, so what? Who cares? At least we tried. At least we had the courage to try. So, same arm and leg are in front because I don't even remember the cue anymore. Grab the other foot if you can. And then you're gently just drawing it in. Now, if you feel balanced enough, you can lift the front hand. Only if you feel balanced enough and if you feel like your body can support that. And then bringing it down, and we're going to come into a plank. We're going to walk the plank. So just like we walk the dog, you're just going to kind of bend one knee at a time. Give your knees a little bit of a break if you have knee issues like I do. Then we're going to repeat on the other side. So we got our downward facing dog. Other leg goes up high in the air, three-legged dog. Pull it through, situate yourself. I keep moving to try to give you the best camera angle, that's why I move all over the place. And then positioning that front leg as close to 90 as you can get it. Mine is at like a 10-degree angle, if that, 5 degree. Bring it forward. take a moment here to just settle in and notice any sensations, accepting it without judging yourself. Just, oh, I notice this. Oh, what's my heart doing right now? Or whatever. Placing the hands underneath the shoulders, bringing the head up. I like to arch back here, maybe you don't like it, but when I push down into the floor and really bring my chest back, I can feel a lengthening in my tummy, really from my lower tummy. So that feels good to me. Okay, then wherever your belly button is, that same hand that's in front wants to kind of be right underneath that because that helps you balance. Because it's like right in the center of your body. And then grabbing that foot, gently drawing it toward the booty. I can't even talk. Oh my goodness. And then if you want to, try to balance with that other arm up. See, this side isn't as good, right? Sometimes you have a side. I want to try to nail it though. That's why I haven't moved you out of it yet. Maybe 3 more breaths. There. One side is usually easier than the other when you're ready. Come back. Let's walk the plank one more time. Oh. My goodness. Ooh. So I feel it on that side even more. Even though it was the harder side. And then you're going to come onto your knees, cross your feet behind you, and sit down. This is your Sukhasana. We're going to get ready for leg stretchings. I'm just going to grab my strap because I forgot to bring it over here. If you have a strap, a tie, a belt, or something, you can grab that. If not, it's okay. You can do it without it too. Okay. We're coming onto our back. This is the best part of class. You're going to grab that right leg, pull it into the chest. On an exhale, guide it away. You're still holding on to around that knee. Inhale, guide it in. Exhale, away. So really we're working our digestive tract here. Pull it in, single leg and release the leg. You're ready. You're going to grab your strap or any part of your leg you can. Doesn't matter where you're grabbing onto, and you're pulling that leg closer to your face with a flexed foot. Just notice stretching the ankles, so good. Stretching the back of the knee. If this is super uncomfortable for your lower back, bend up that opposite foot, that left foot, and so that will help support the lower back a little bit more. That's comfortable. And then if you're holding on to your leg, you're just going to guide your leg over to the right. Otherwise, put both sides of the strap in the right hand. And then open. Just noticing, can you feel the stretch in the inner thigh? Can you feel the stretch around the knee? So I like to cue this to kind of, you're going outside, but you're also kind of lifting up and then settling in at a diagonal as well. Exhale, bringing the leg back through center, and then you're going to go to the other side. So we're teetering over. This is a deeper spinal twist, so you can look back to the right, or you can look to the left, or you can have your head to the ceiling. You can close your eyes and relax if you want to, whatever you want. It's your practice. Exhale, bringing that up, making a figure 4 across the left knee, so you're in a figure 4. You can grab underneath the left hamstring if that feels good, or you can grab all the way up a little bit deeper onto the left shin. Not chin, but shin. And then I like to bring my head up here too. But you don't have to, so play with that. Does it feel better with the head on the floor? Does it feel better? Kind of almost doing an ab crunch, just pulling that in. A deeper twist or deeper hip stretch. Keep the figure 4, but lower the left foot down. And then the right foot comes across the left foot, open the body. Oh my gosh. Exhale, back through center. Right leg goes to the ceiling. Put it flex the ankles. Give those guys some love. They support you all day long. Wiggle it one way, or rather circle it one way, circle it the other way. When you're ready, you're going to softly fold that leg down with control. Feels looks good. Okay, now we've got our left knee bent, so let's draw it into our chest. Inhale. Exhale, guide it away. Inhale, draw it in. Oh, that's good. Exhale, guide it away. Next time through is where you're going to extend either with or without a strap. And if you flex your foot, you're going to get a little bit more ankle stretch here, calf stretch. So really trying to get those back of the legs a nice deep stretch. Settling in, noticing without judgment, any sensations. So now we're going to draw it like out and open to the left. Oh. One side might be easier than the other. It's okay. I feel like I want to reinvent old Sesame Street song. One of these things is not like the other, right? One of these sides is tighter than the other. Don't mind me, I get excited. Okay, come on, way up and switch hands so that you can draw that leg across and really feel this is a nice spinal twist. So important to have a healthy spine for longevity. Oh, there's tons of research on it, so look it up. It's so good. It's so good to be able to twist and bend and arch and contract. Exhale all the way up, and then we're going to make our finger four across our right knee. Scooping underneath either from the under the neck and top hamstring, or you can reach out of the shins, and then you can keep the head back and rest it, or you can kind of make it a little bit of a ab crunch here. You just notice how that feels on that hip. Exhale, coming out, keeping the figure four, left foot goes across the right, and opening that chest. Now I notice I get a deeper hip stretch. If I'm relaxed here, my knee tends to come back towards my shoulder, right? But if I purposely push my knee away, I feel a little bit deeper stretch there. That's just me. Coming back through, extend your leg, point and flex the foot for a little ankle care, and circle one way, circle the other way. Give yourself some TLC, lower down. This is the best part of class, I think. We're going to settle in Shavasana, final relaxation. So your palms are up, fingers are like curled. If you're cold, you're probably going to want to put something on to not be cold. This is so important, and it's very, very restorative. So let the feet flap open. Get yourself ready. I'm going to guide you through from Sukhasana, from seated. It's hard to talk when you're laying down. All right, so we're going to start again with 3 deep breaths. Inhaling. Today is Easter, and everybody has different beliefs, but Easter is a holiday in the springtime, and I feel like they're very similar because it's about renewal, it's about transformation, it's about everything that was dormant is coming to life again, right? So the trees aren't dead in the winter, they're just dormant, and then they start to blossom again in the spring. And so I feel like our lives are always on this continual journey of we are growing, progressing, and learning. And then there's times where we need to rest and let that settle and what we learned sink in. And so we're always on a journey, and I kind of rewrote a little saying that I found. So I'm not really totally taking credit for it, but I just tweaked it the way I liked it better. I am blessed to be on a journey of life. With my heart open, I embrace all my life. All that is and all that I am able to grow, change, adapt, be myself, be that which I am. So when thinking about those words, how does your yoga practice or anything that you encounter or allow yourself to have an opportunity to experience, how do these things help you grow and change, develop, and learn and to be your best self? One more minute, you'll hear a final chime at the end of this meditation. Slowly kind of reawaken your body. Maybe circle your wrists or squeeze your toes to release or contract your abs and relax. Making your way back to seated, take your time. I got Karen to guide me on when people might be seated. So I'm gonna go for it. We're gonna close it from here, hands together. You can repeat after me if you wish. May I know my truth. May I see my truth. May I speak my truth. And may I feel my truth. Namaste.